In Tennessee, what is the minimum age to apply for a motorcycle learner permit? Option A, 15 years old. Option B, 16 years old. Option C, 17 years old. Option D, 14 years old. The correct answer is A, 15 years old. Tennessee allows a person to apply for a motorcycle learner permit at age 15. The permit restricts the rider to daytime-only riding and prohibits carrying passengers until a full license is obtained. In Tennessee, what must a driver do when approaching a roundabout or traffic circle? Option A, yield to vehicles already inside the roundabout. Option B, stop completely before entering regardless of traffic. Option C, honk to signal your entry to other drivers. Option D, speed up to merge with circulating traffic. The correct answer is A, yield to vehicles already inside the roundabout. When entering a roundabout in Tennessee, you must yield to vehicles already circulating inside the roundabout. Enter only when there is a safe gap. Do not stop inside the roundabout and do not honk unnecessarily. In Tennessee, how far from a fire station driveway must you not park on the same side of the street? Option A, 25 feet. Option B, 10 feet. Option C, 15 feet. Option D, 20 feet. The correct answer is D, 20 feet. Tennessee law prohibits parking within 20 feet of a fire station driveway on the same side of the street. This ensures emergency vehicles can exit quickly without obstruction. In Tennessee, what does a blue curb marking typically indicate? Option A, parking reserved for persons with disabilities. Option B, no parking at any time. Option C, time-limited parking zone. Option D, passenger loading zone only. The correct answer is A, parking reserved for persons with disabilities. A blue curb designates parking reserved exclusively for persons with disabilities who display a valid placard or license plate. Parking in a blue curb zone without proper credentials is illegal and subject to fines. In Tennessee, what does a steady yellow X on a highway overhead lane control signal mean? Option A, lane is closed ahead, prepare to change lanes. Option B, use this lane for high occupancy vehicles only. Option C, merge left immediately without slowing. Option D, lane is open but proceed with caution. The correct answer is A, lane is closed ahead, prepare to change lanes. A steady yellow X above a highway lane warns that the lane is about to close. Drivers should safely merge out of that lane before reaching the closure point. Do not continue in the lane under a red X. In Tennessee, what is the correct action when two vehicles arrive at a four-way stop and are facing each other, with one going straight and one turning left? Option A, the left-turning vehicle goes first since it arrived first. Option B, both vehicles proceed simultaneously without issue. Option C, the vehicle going straight has the right of way. Option D, the driver who is turning left always has priority. The correct answer is C, the vehicle going straight has the right of way. At a four-way stop, when two vehicles face each other and one is going straight while the other is turning left, the vehicle going straight has the right of way. The left-turning driver must yield until the path is clear. In Tennessee, what is the minimum number of feet before a turn that you must activate your turn signal on a city street? Option A, 100 feet. Option B, 150 feet. Option C, 200 feet. Option D, 50 feet. The correct answer is A, 100 feet. On a city street in Tennessee, drivers must signal at least 100 feet before turning. On highways, the required distance increases to 200 feet. Proper signaling gives other drivers adequate warning of your intentions. In Tennessee, what does the term habitual offender mean for a driver? Option A, a driver who accumulates multiple serious convictions within a set period. Option B, a driver who parks illegally more than 5 times. Option C, a driver who has not renewed their license on time. Option D, a driver who has failed the written test 3 times. The correct answer is A, a driver who accumulates multiple serious convictions within a set period. A habitual offender in Tennessee is a driver who accumulates a specified number of serious traffic convictions within a certain period. Habitual offender status typically results in extended license revocation and may require a hearing for reinstatement. In Tennessee, what does a white diamond painted on the pavement inside a traffic lane indicate? Option A. A reserved lane such as HOV or bicycle only. Option B. A no-passing zone for all vehicles. Option C. A merge zone requiring yield to right. Option D. A school zone area requiring reduced speed. The correct answer is A. A reserved lane such as HOV or bicycle only. A white diamond painted on the pavement designates a reserved lane, such as an HOV, high-occupancy vehicle, lane, or a bicycle lane. Only qualifying vehicles may use a diamond-marked lane during restricted hours. In Tennessee, what must a driver do if their vehicle stalls on a highway and cannot be moved off the roadway? Option A. Activate hazard lights and place warning devices if available. Option B. Walk to the nearest exit to find help immediately. Option C. Turn off all lights to conserve the battery. Option D. Stay inside the vehicle and wait without signaling. The correct answer is A. Activate hazard lights and place warning devices if available. If a vehicle stalls on a Tennessee highway, the driver should immediately turn on hazard lights. If available, place warning triangles or flares behind the vehicle. Stay off the roadway and contact help. Remaining visible is critical to prevent a secondary collision. In Tennessee, what is the legal BAC limit for commercial motor vehicle drivers? Option A. 0. 8%. Option B. 0. 6%. Option C. 0. 4%. Option D. 0. 2%. The correct answer is C. 0. 4%. Commercial motor vehicle, CMV, drivers in Tennessee are held to a stricter BAC standard of 0. 4%, half the 0. 8% limit for non-commercial drivers. A CMV driver at or above 0. 4% faces DUI charges and may lose their CDL. In Tennessee, what does a green traffic signal mean for a driver who intends to turn left? Option A. Turn left only after yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Option B. Wait for a green arrow before turning left. Option C. Honk and proceed since you have the right-of-way. Option D. Proceed with the turn without yielding to anyone. The correct answer is A. Turn left only after yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. A steady green circle allows a left turn in Tennessee, but the driver must first yield to oncoming traffic and any pedestrians legally in the intersection. A green light does not give absolute right-of-way over others already in the intersection. In Tennessee, what is the purpose of the Graduated Driver License, GDL, system for teen drivers? Option A. To reduce teen crash risk by introducing driving privileges in stages. Option B. To eliminate the need for a written knowledge test. Option C. To allow teens to bypass the road skills test. Option D. To allow teens to drive without any restrictions from day one. The correct answer is A. To reduce teen crash risk by introducing driving privileges in stages. Tennessee's GDL system introduces driving privileges in stages, learner permit, intermediate license, then full license, to build experience gradually and reduce crash risk among new drivers. Each stage has specific restrictions and requirements. In Tennessee, what does a no outlet sign posted in a neighborhood mean? Option A. The road has no through connection and ends with no alternate exit. Option B. Trucks and commercial vehicles are prohibited. Option C. The road loops back to the starting point. Option D. The road ahead is a one-way street. The correct answer is A. The road has no through connection and ends with no alternate exit. A no outlet sign warns that the road does not connect through to another street. Drivers who enter will have to turn around or exit the same way they entered. This is different from a dead end sign, which specifically marks a street that ends abruptly. In Tennessee, what must you do when you see a yield here to pedestrians sign placed before a crosswalk? Option A. Proceed without stopping since it is a yield, not a stop. Option B. Speed up to clear the crosswalk before pedestrians arrive. Option C. Stop only if a pedestrian is in your lane. Option D. Yield to pedestrians who are crossing or about to cross. The correct answer is D. Yield to pedestrians who are crossing or about to cross. A yield here to pedestrian sign requires drivers to stop or slow well before the crosswalk and allow pedestrians who are in the crosswalk or approaching it to cross safely. Drivers must not proceed until the crosswalk is clear. In Tennessee, what is the consequence of a first offense conviction for reckless driving? Option A. A verbal warning and no license points. Option B. A fine only with no license impact. Option C. A misdemeanor charge with potential fine and jail time. Option D. An automatic 12-month license revocation. The correct answer is C. A misdemeanor charge with potential fine and jail time. Reckless driving in Tennessee is a Class B misdemeanor. A first offense can result in a fine up to $500 and up to 6 months in jail, along with points added to the driving record. It is a criminal offense, not merely a civil traffic infraction. In Tennessee, what does a pennant-shaped yellow sign indicate? Option A. A merge area requiring lane change. Option B. A curve requiring reduced speed ahead. Option C. A school zone requiring reduced speed. Option D. A no passing zone begins here. The correct answer is D. A no passing zone begins here. A pennant-shaped yellow sign is the no passing zone sign placed on the left side of the road. It marks the beginning of a no passing zone where passing is prohibited. Drivers must not attempt to pass other vehicles while this sign is in effect. In Tennessee, what does a solid white line on the left side of a travel lane near a highway exit ramp indicate? Option A. The exit is closed and no vehicles may enter. Option B. High occupancy vehicles must use this lane only. Option C. Drivers may cross this line freely at any time. Option D. Do not cross this line, remain in your current lane. The correct answer is D. Do not cross this line, remain in your current lane. A solid white line on the left side of a lane near a highway exit indicates that lane changes across that line are discouraged or prohibited. It separates the through travel lanes from the exit ramp and warns drivers not to make last-minute lane changes. In Tennessee, how far must you park from a marked crosswalk at an intersection? Option A. 5 feet. Option B. 10 feet. Option C. 15 feet. Option D. 20 feet. The correct answer is D. 20 feet. Tennessee law requires drivers to park no closer than 20 feet from a marked crosswalk at an intersection. Parking too close blocks pedestrian visibility and creates hazardous conditions for people crossing the street. In Tennessee, what must a driver do when they are overtaking and passing a bicycle on a 2-lane road? Option A. Pass as close as possible to save road space. Option B. Honk to alert the cyclist before passing. Option C. Allow at least 3 feet of clearance when passing. Option D. Wait for the cyclist to pull over before proceeding. The correct answer is C. Allow at least 3 feet of clearance when passing. Tennessee's vulnerable road user law requires motorists to give bicyclists at least 3 feet of clearance when overtaking and passing. If 3 feet cannot be safely maintained, the driver must slow and wait for a safe opportunity to pass. In Tennessee, what does a flashing yellow arrow at a traffic signal specifically allow a left-turning driver to do? Option A. Proceed straight through the intersection only. Option B. Stop and wait for the signal to change to green. Option C. Turn left without yielding to oncoming traffic. Option D. Turn left after yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. The correct answer is D. Turn left after yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. A flashing yellow arrow permits a driver to turn left but requires yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. It is a permissive signal, meaning the turn is allowed with caution, unlike a solid green arrow which provides a protected turn. In Tennessee, what is the correct action when you are driving and your rear wheels begin to skid to the right on a wet road? Option A. Accelerate to regain traction quickly. Option B. Shift into neutral and apply the parking brake. Option C. Steer sharply to the left and brake hard. Option D. Steer gently to the right to align with the skid direction. The correct answer is D. Steer gently to the right to align with the skid direction. When rear wheels skid to the right, Steer gently in the same direction the rear is sliding, to the right, to realign the vehicle. Avoid oversteering or braking hard, as these actions can worsen the skid or cause the vehicle to spin. In Tennessee, what is the move over law minimum speed reduction when you cannot safely change lanes away from a stopped emergency vehicle? Option A, 5 miles per hour below the posted limit. Option B, 10 miles per hour below the posted limit. Option C, 15 miles per hour below the posted limit. Option D, 20 miles per hour below the posted limit. The correct answer is C, 15 miles per hour below the posted limit. If changing lanes away from a stopped emergency or service vehicle is not possible, Tennessee's move over law requires reducing speed to at least 15 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. This provides a safety buffer for workers and officers on the roadside. In Tennessee, what does a red curb marking indicate for parking? Option A, short-term parking of up to 15 minutes only. Option B, passenger loading and unloading zone only. Option C, no stopping, standing, or parking at any time. Option D, parking for emergency vehicles and buses only. The correct answer is C, no stopping, standing, or parking at any time. A red curb in Tennessee means no stopping, standing, or parking is allowed at any time. It is typically used in fire zones, bus stops, or areas where stopping would create a hazard. It is the most restrictive curb color marking. In Tennessee, what is the minimum age to obtain a full unrestricted Class D driver license? Option A, 16 years old. Option B, 17 years old. Option C, 18 years old. Option D, 21 years old. The correct answer is C, 18 years old. In Tennessee, a driver must be at least 17 years old to obtain a full unrestricted Class D license, provided they have completed all GDL requirements, including holding an intermediate license without serious violations. Drivers under May 18th have additional restrictions. In Tennessee, what does implied consent specifically require of a driver lawfully arrested for DUI? Option A, the driver may choose whether or not to be tested. Option B, the driver must pay a fee before the test is administered. Option C, the driver must take a sobriety course before testing. Option D, the driver must submit to a chemical test when lawfully requested. The correct answer is D. The driver must submit to a chemical test when lawfully requested. Tennessee's implied consent law means that by driving on state roads, a driver automatically agrees to submit to a chemical test, breath, blood, or urine, if lawfully arrested for DUI. Refusal results in automatic license suspension and can be used as evidence. In Tennessee, what is the minimum distance you must park from a railroad crossing? Option A, 10 feet. Option B, 25 feet. Option C, 50 feet. Option D, 75 feet. The correct answer is C, 50 feet. Tennessee law prohibits parking within 50 feet of the nearest rail of a railroad crossing. This ensures emergency vehicles and trains have unobstructed sight lines and prevents vehicles from blocking access to the crossing. In Tennessee, what does a do not block intersection sign at an intersection require of drivers? Option A, yield to all pedestrians at all times. Option B, merge to the right before passing through. Option C, stop before the intersection regardless of the signal. Option D, do not enter the intersection unless you can completely clear it. The correct answer is D. Do not enter the intersection unless you can completely clear it. A do not block intersection sign instructs drivers not to enter the intersection unless they can completely clear it before the signal changes. Blocking an intersection obstructs cross traffic and is illegal, even when the driver's signal is green. In Tennessee, what is the correct action when a traffic light is green but the intersection ahead is blocked with stopped traffic? Option A, enter the intersection since the light is green. Option B, honk to clear the intersection and then proceed. Option C, do not enter the intersection until it is clear enough to pass through. Option D, use the shoulder lane to bypass the blocked area. The correct answer is C. Do not enter the intersection until it is clear enough to pass through. Even with a green light, Tennessee drivers must not enter an intersection unless they can completely clear it. Entering a blocked intersection and stopping inside it impedes cross traffic and is a violation, sometimes called blocking the box. In Tennessee, what does a sign reading, "Divided highway ends" require of approaching drivers? Option A. Stay in the right lane only and do not pass. Option B. Come to a complete stop before the median ends. Option C. Reduce speed to 25 miles per hour before the sign. Option D. Be prepared for two-way traffic on a single undivided roadway ahead. The correct answer is D. Be prepared for two-way traffic on a single undivided roadway ahead. A divided highway ends sign warns that the road ahead transitions from a divided highway with a median to an undivided two-way road. Drivers should be alert for oncoming traffic and adjust their lane position accordingly. In Tennessee, what happens to your driving privileges if you accumulate 12 or more points within 12 months? Option A. You are required to attend traffic school. Option B. Your insurance rates are reviewed only. Option C. You receive a warning letter only. Option D. Your license is automatically suspended. The correct answer is D. Your license is automatically suspended. In Tennessee, accumulating 12 or more points within any 12-month period results in an automatic license suspension. The duration of the suspension depends on the total points accumulated and any prior suspensions on the driver's record. In Tennessee, what is the correct hand signal for a right turn? Option A. Left arm extended straight out. Option B. Left arm pointing downward at 90 degrees. Option C. Left arm bent upward at 90 degrees. Option D. Right arm extended straight out the window. The correct answer is C. Left arm bent upward at 90 degrees. The hand signal for a right turn is the left arm bent upward at the elbow, forming a 90-degree angle with the hand pointing up. This signals to other drivers that you intend to turn right. In Tennessee, what does an orange rectangular sign on a highway typically indicate? Option A. A motorist service area such as fuel or food. Option B. A speed limit increase zone. Option C. A recreational area or park ahead. Option D. A work zone or construction area with specific instructions. The correct answer is D. A work zone or construction area with specific instructions. Orange rectangular signs are used in work zones and construction areas in Tennessee. They provide instructions or warnings such as lane closures, detours, or reduced speed limits. Fines are typically doubled in posted work zones. In Tennessee, what is the law regarding open containers of alcohol for passengers riding in a vehicle? Option A. Passengers over May 21st have open containers freely. Option B. Passengers may have open containers only in the back seat. Option C. Open containers of alcohol are prohibited for everyone in the vehicle. Option D. Only the driver is prohibited from having an open container. The correct answer is C. Open containers of alcohol are prohibited for everyone in the vehicle. Tennessee prohibits open containers of alcohol for all occupants of a moving vehicle, including passengers. The open container law applies to the entire passenger compartment. Violations result in a fine regardless of who possesses the container. In Tennessee, what is the minimum property damage amount that triggers a mandatory crash report to the Tennessee Department of Safety? Option A. Over $400. Option B. Over $1,000. Option C. Over $1,500. Option D. Over $2,500. The correct answer is A. Over $400. In Tennessee, a crash must be reported to the Department of Safety if it results in injury, death, or property damage exceeding $400. Drivers involved in such crashes must complete a written report if law enforcement did not complete one at the scene. In Tennessee, what does the law require regarding cell phone use while driving for drivers of any age? Option A. All handheld phone use is banned for all drivers. Option B. Only texting is banned. Calls are permitted hands-on. Option C. Phones may be used freely at red lights. Option D. Only drivers under 18 face any phone restrictions. The correct answer is A. All handheld phone use is banned for all drivers. Tennessee bans all handheld wireless device use while driving for all drivers, including talking, texting, and accessing apps. Hands-free use is permitted. The law applies even at red lights and stop signs on public roads. In Tennessee, what must a driver do at a steady red traffic light before turning right? Option A. Slow to 15 miles per hour and proceed without stopping. Option B. Wait for the light to turn green before turning. Option C. Proceed immediately since right turns are always free on red. Option D. Come to a complete stop, yield to all traffic and pedestrians, then turn. The correct answer is D. Come to a complete stop, yield to all traffic and pedestrians, then turn. Right turns on red in Tennessee require a complete stop first. After stopping, the driver must yield to all crossing pedestrians and approaching traffic before turning. A no turn on red sign prohibits the turn entirely when posted. In Tennessee, what is the correct lane to complete a left turn into when turning from a two-way street onto another two-way street? Option A. The far right lane of the new street. Option B. Any available lane on the new street. Option C. The nearest left lane of the new street. Option D. The center turn lane of the new street. The correct answer is C. The nearest left lane of the new street. When completing a left turn from a two-way street onto another two-way street in Tennessee, the driver must turn into the nearest, leftmost, lane of the new street. The driver may then change lanes after completing the turn safely. In Tennessee, what does a school bus stop ahead sign require of drivers? Option A. Come to a full stop immediately upon seeing the sign. Option B. Slow down and be prepared to stop for a school bus ahead. Option C. Proceed normally since buses are not yet present. Option D. Turn off headlights as a courtesy to students. The correct answer is B. Slow down and be prepared to stop for a school bus ahead. A school bus stop ahead sign alerts drivers that a school bus stop is located ahead and a bus may be stopped with its red lights flashing. Drivers should slow down, be prepared to stop, and proceed only after the bus has resumed motion and its lights are off. In Tennessee, how many points are added to your driving record for a conviction of failure to yield the right-of-way? Option A. 2 points. Option B. 3 points. Option C. 4 points. Option D. 6 points. The correct answer is B. 3 points. A conviction for failure to yield the right-of-way in Tennessee results in 3 points being added to the driver's record. Accumulating too many points within a 12-month period can lead to license suspension. In Tennessee, what is the minimum following distance recommended when driving behind a motorcycle under normal conditions? Option A. 1 second. Option B. 2 seconds. Option C. 3 seconds. Option D. 4 seconds. The correct answer is C. 3 seconds. Tennessee recommends at least a 3-second following distance when driving behind a motorcycle. Motorcycles can stop quickly, and a standard following distance of 2 seconds may not provide enough reaction time. Extra space helps prevent rear-end collisions. In Tennessee, what must a driver do when their vehicle registration has expired? Option A. Continue driving for up to 30 days with no penalty. Option B. Renew the registration before operating the vehicle. Option C. Display a written note explaining the delay. Option D. Drive only on private roads until renewed. The correct answer is B. Renew the registration before operating the vehicle. Operating a vehicle with an expired registration is illegal in Tennessee. Drivers must renew their registration before operating the vehicle on public roads. Late renewal may result in fines and the vehicle could be cited or towed if stopped. In Tennessee, what does a yellow diamond sign with 2 arrows forming an S shape indicate? Option A. A divided highway begins ahead. Option B. A series of reverse or winding curves ahead. Option C. A lane merge requiring immediate action. Option D. A reduced speed school zone ahead. The correct answer is B. A series of reverse or winding curves ahead. A yellow diamond sign with 2 S-shaped arrows warns of a series of reverse curves, winding road, ahead. Drivers should reduce speed before entering the curves and avoid sudden steering inputs that could cause loss of control. In Tennessee, what is the minimum age to drive a school bus transporting students? Option A. 18 years old. Option B, 21 years old. Option C, 23 years old. Option D, 25 years old. The correct answer is B, 21 years old. Tennessee requires school bus drivers to be at least 21 years old. They must also hold a valid CDL with a passenger, P, endorsement and a school bus, S, endorsement, pass a background check, and meet vision and medical standards. In Tennessee, what is the correct action if your car's engine begins to overheat while driving on the highway? Option A, continue driving and add water at the next stop. Option B, turn on the heater, pull over safely, and turn off the engine. Option C, accelerate to create airflow and cool the engine faster. Option D, turn on the air conditioning to reduce cabin heat. The correct answer is B, turn on the heater, pull over safely, and turn off the engine. If the engine begins to overheat, turn on the heater, which draws heat away from the engine. Pull over to a safe location, and turn off the engine. Opening the hood to allow cooling is helpful, but never remove the radiator cap while the engine is hot. In Tennessee, what does a white rectangular sign with black letters alongside the road typically indicate? Option A, a warning about a road hazard ahead. Option B, a regulatory rule that drivers must obey. Option C, a guide to a nearby tourist destination. Option D, a temporary construction zone instruction. The correct answer is B, a regulatory rule that drivers must obey. White rectangular signs with black lettering are regulatory signs in Tennessee. They convey rules and laws that drivers must follow, such as speed limits, turn restrictions, and parking regulations. Violating regulatory signs can result in citations. In Tennessee, what is the correct response when you see a road narrows warning sign? Option A, stop and wait for oncoming traffic to clear. Option B, slow down and be prepared for reduced road width ahead. Option C, move to the far right lane immediately and stop. Option D, increase speed to clear the narrow section faster. The correct answer is B, slow down and be prepared for reduced road width ahead. A road narrows sign warns that the roadway ahead becomes narrower, reducing available lane width. Drivers should slow down, stay centered in their lane, and be cautious of oncoming traffic and fixed objects near the road edge. In Tennessee, what is the consequence of a third DUI conviction within 10 years? Option A, a Class A misdemeanor with a fine up to $500. Option B, a Class E felony with mandatory minimum imprisonment. Option C, a 60-day license suspension and community service. Option D, a written warning and required DUI course enrollment. The correct answer is B, a Class E felony with mandatory minimum imprisonment. In Tennessee, a third DUI conviction within 10 years is a Class E felony. It carries a mandatory minimum of 120 days in jail, substantial fines, a lengthy license revocation, and mandatory installation of an ignition interlock device upon reinstatement. In Tennessee, what does the term constructive possession mean in the context of the open container law? Option A, the passenger physically holds the container at all times. Option B, an open container is within the driver's reach or control, even if not in hand. Option C, the container is stored in a sealed bag in the trunk. Option D, the driver purchased the container but did not open it. The correct answer is B, an open container is within the driver's reach or control, even if not in hand. Constructive possession means a driver can be charged with an open container violation if an open alcoholic beverage is within their reach or area of control, such as on the seat or floor near the driver, even if they are not actively holding it. In Tennessee, what must a driver do before legally passing another vehicle on a two-lane road? Option A, flash headlights twice to notify the vehicle being passed. Option B, ensure the road is clear ahead, signal, and only pass in a passing zone. Option C, honk the horn and immediately accelerate past the vehicle. Option D, move to the shoulder first, then pass from the right side. The correct answer is B. Ensure the road is clear ahead, signal, and only pass in a passing zone. Before passing on a 2-lane road in Tennessee, a driver must verify the road ahead is clear for a sufficient distance, signal the intent to pass, and only pass in a designated passing zone marked by a dashed yellow centerline. Passing in no passing zones is illegal. Outstanding! You completed all 50 Tennessee DMV Practice Test Volume 3. Subscribe to the USA Driving Test for free practice tests for all 50 states. Good luck on your exam.